Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Poro King and we'll be facing off against the Baron Adventure from the Teamfight Adventures campaign. I figured I would play Poro King again since it's one of the champions that gets a reward from beating this adventure. I did change my setup on the Poro King since last time around. I got a second epic relic slot, so we have Spirit of the Buhuru. The 3 extra keywords should help proc our stronger together a little bit more easily. And other than that, yeah, Royal Nibbles for the discount. Camtech Duplicator to double the snacks. Nothing too unusual. Cluttered Mind, Mutant, last second save. Let's take the Cluttered Mind, because if we do happen to get our board to be full, it should make it so it's easier to reach 6 mana, and on 6 mana we have Camtech Duplicator. These are pretty bad. Want mostly 1-cost Poros, since the Spirit of the Buhuru gives them 3 keywords each. Seriously?
Like this?
That's a low roll of a hand. At least we can start buffing our units right away. I'm going to refrain from attacking just because the opponent has lifesteal units, so it would be pretty pointless. I think as challenger, so I want to avoid playing the Poro King into that. Let's just do Lonely Poros. And whatever we get off of it.
You're interrupting.
Does this kill 5 plus 4 plus 4 9? No, it's not enough. We would need 15. Guess we will lose out on some discount and we take 6. This will be able to play the Poro King next turn. No ramp for us, but we shouldn't need to ramp anymore, since we're only 1 turn away. Our game plan is rather slow though. The opponent's units are growing pretty large. Let's do the Council just to draw 2. Of course we draw the only 2 Poros in the deck that we can't play right now. Unlucky. I guess we pass. Let our power do its thing, buff us up. Can do Ultra Soft Poro. We'll use the Poro snacks right after, once the opponent attacks, to surprise them. Or maybe I do Poro Nip. Just get rid of one of the opponent's biggest units. Like this thing. And then we block all of the other stuff.
Stay back.
We have the... well, we no longer have Poro King in hand. So maybe we do need to protect Poro King. And just do this, take the 15. We heal up with the snacks, I guess. We're only at 46 from 60, so this should be 12 healing from the snacks. Like so. And this should be more than enough. I mean, my units have Overwhelm and Poro King has Elusive. And in the end we didn't even lose too much health. We were back to 58 by the end. I would prefer cheaper champions, something that can be played at the start of the game. All your spells and skills deal 1 extra damage. I don't think that's worth it. Let's just take the extra unit on our opening hand. LeBlanc, Sejuani, Zoe. Zoe's pretty cool with the whole keyword sharing thing. And she captures something on summon. Not sure. Zoe and the Poro King. Basically playing the 10-star adventure, but on the other side. Now, I guess we toss everything. I'll keep the Professor. Worst case scenario, we do the +1. We'll do Professor plus the Zoe.
Oh, I see.
Capture whatever the opponent plays at the start here. All at the same time buffing up the Zoe. We don't even need to attack with the Professor because that would just buff up the opponent's units. We can just play it slow.
We'll take what we need to survive.
Let's do Star Poro. Lonely Poro. We'll just play to level up our Poro King.
This will be a fight.
This. Guess we'll use the Spacey Sketcher. We need to play different cards as well, right? To level up the Zoe. 4 out of 10. We can Poro King for 1, but first... You know what? No. Poro King first. Then the spells. Turns out it was correct, because now we can silence the Tarkas. We don't silence the auras, but everything else is gone. Spell Shield's nice. Moon Silver is definitely good. We discount the Moon Glow. Protect the Poro King. And one more card and that's it. Has the Zoe seen us play the Star Poro? I think so, so we have to do this to level her up.
I'm doing it anyway.
We waste some Poros, but it's fine. And then... just attack with everything. Maybe not everything, maybe just the Zoe. Actually, we can soften this guy up. Even though we give him +1 and the... +1 and the... stuff, it should be okay. Supernova is fine. We have too many cards in hand. Need to start emptying my hand somehow. Let's not do Supernova just yet. And I think by this point we no longer need the Professor on board. Come on, opponent, attack into me. It does. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be worth it for you. Not when we can just do this. The fact that those have like 18 health is a real bother though. Like the opponent can just block them, most of our units here. And it does mitigate a significant amount of damage, but not enough to survive. What do we even get as a reward out of this? I don't remember. Oh, a shop. Damn, all of these are terrible. Can I get something good? None of these are that great. Beagle, Sneezy Beagle does give allies +1/+0 this round if they're created, given on +2/+2 this instead. Or more Poro stories. I'll take the Beagle, Sneezy Beagle does, whatever it's called. It's a buff. All these are pretty bad. Quick Draw. Quick Draw makes our early game a bit better. So sure. Now we can develop a bunch of Poros if we draw them at the start. Give the Professor Von Yip. Oh, it says exactly a 1-cost ally on the Professor Von Yip. That's unfortunate. That means no buff for the affectionate Poro or the Zoe.
I bear a message from. Oh, what's that?
Seriously? Immediately you deal 4 to everything. Guess it's better than it being after I have already worked a bunch towards Zoe's level up, but still. We just pass. No amount of damage is ever going to be worth it. We're already at 6 mana. Oh right, the opponent ramps us because he's that generous. For a nip. Let's keep cycling through the deck. Zoe. I want to protect the Professor Von Yip? I don't think so. I don't think it's worth it. Let's just do this. Let's develop the Zoe. Now we can start working towards leveling up the Zoe. Beagle Dust. Sneezy Beagle Dust, sure. Let's buff up our board. The opponent only has 1 blocker on the board anyway. So this can allow us to deal a bunch of damage. Keep cycling through the deck. This guy is no longer necessary, I think.
Flee now or burn.
How close are we? Oh, we're ways off from leveling up Zoe. Well, at least we can play Poro King for free now. The attacks, I'll just do this there. Can block here, block here, and here. Minimize the amount of damage taken by a little bit. Then what? I guess we just start playing Poros just to get snacks. Externally kill the opponent, so everything's fine now. We even go back up to full health, even without the lifesteal. Yeah, the early turns we take just to let our units grow a little bit are definitely worth it.
Blessed by snow and stars.
Yeah, it's just you can't survive opponent, sorry. We managed to try and deal a little bit of extra damage at the end. Just so we went into our next encounter with less health, but it doesn't even pan out that way. This setup is pretty good. The extra keywords allowing you to proc your hour earlier are nice. +1, +0 for each subtype. How are we getting so many low rolls? Guess we take Star Shaping. Maybe Island Navigator. I'll take the Island Navigator, I'll probably cut it from the deck though. You have Solitary Monk here, goodbye Art of the Fluffed. We would rather go wide than tall. By Island Navigator, I don't think you're worth it. Now this is going to be a problem. We have no way to get rid of the Herald of Dragons the opponent gets at the start. So he's just going to have a discounted Elder Dragon. We could capture one with the Zoe though. I'm going to try and do that. Got a grin. Could be worse, I guess. At least it's not the one that deals damage. That acts as a removal. The Serpent, sure. We just want to go through our deck. The snacks are going to be nice. Soften that thing up. This is not a lot of damage, but it's something. Can do Poro snacks the next turn. We're also ramping up. I was hoping the opponent would place something before attacking so I could stun the unit that got Challenger. But it didn't happen. Maybe we get Deathless on the Zoe? No. Instead we get blue buff on the Poros. On those Poros. Well, at least we can get rid of the Deathless now. By using our Silence. But the opponent's starting to get a lot of extra mana. Soon enough they're going to get to Poro King, or to Poro King known to Elder Dragon. And that's going to be a problem for us. Let's hope that the opponent doesn't have a lot of interaction here. This should delay the coming of the Elder Dragon by a bit. Enraged Fire Spitter. Could be worse. This tweet managed to soften up his board a little bit. Can do this. No more drawing Poros. Outy Poros. Which is unfortunate, but this is nice. For a need to get rid of an Elder Dragon or that thing. I think we use it to get rid of that thing. Just deal with the immediate threat. Lucky Poro. He attacks. He's working towards leveling up the Elder Dragon, I think. This here. Try to keep our at least some of our units alive. Sleepy Trouble Bubble summons units. You know what? I'm going to do it. Gets rid of the Enraged Fire Spitter. We develop some more stuff for the board. Get a board-wide buff yet again. The continuous board-wide buffs are nice. We're going to win this game without our champions. By this point he should be able to play Elder Dragon with all the 6+ cost cards he's playing. All the discounts he's accumulating. There's the Poro King. What time he showed up. Definitely stunning that thing right away though. Don't want it to attack into us. Further building towards his level up. Yeah, I'd much prefer that to happen. Get the Poro King down. Start getting some extra snacks. Destined Poro here for the keywords. Colorful snacks, we can do that right away. We'll double paddle start there, right? Removes the spell shield. Kills 5s. So that our Poros that have overwhelming can deal a little bit more damage once we attack into it. And game over for the opponent. Took a little bit, but we got there. I haven't been playing properly. We are throwing our champions into harm's way way too often. Maybe we can get some protection for the Poro King. Yeah, Immortal is good. The Deathless is going to be nice. Little buddies, when you summon an ally that costs 3 or less, grant 5+ cost allies everywhere, +1/+1, pair of 4s. Preparation. You know what? Sure. Every single Poro that's in our hand will now grow a lot. It won't just be the ones on our board growing. Also, we're immediately avoiding the Ocean Drake encounter because I don't think we can deal with all that extra damage from the spells. Fortunate. Was hoping to get that off of the Farsight alteration. Let's do this first. I want to capture something with the Zoe. Then I suppose I can do Poro King on this same turn. Ooh, Professor Von Yip though. It buffed itself. Kinda funny. Poro King goes to 2 cost. We need another Poro on board. I guess the opponent still needs to do everything though. So we can no longer play the Poro King for 1. We can however do this. I'm perfectly fine with letting the Avros and Outriders hit me. All for the sake of giving some extra stats to the Poro King. Wins in hand are growing as well. There we go, Poro King down. Even has life steal, so we have extra longevity. We haven't actually ramped to 6 though. But it should still be okay. Let's do this here. Get another snacks going. And if we do ultra soft Poro, we'll level up the Poro King. How close is it leveling up? Not close at all. We can kill this thing. That's the best I can do. For once, having our units get formidable is not absolutely terrible. Fortunately for the opponent, my units' healths are just as large as their attack. Let's get the silence. And silver, I guess. We'll silence this thing just so we avoid the burn. Can block here. Can block here. Block here. Right, this thing deals 2 to everything. Okay, then I'll use that to block. And then I guess we do Professor Von Yip plus the Lonely Poro. In the next turn we pull the trigger and play all of the snacks we have in hand. And we hopefully overwhelm the opponent. I mean, all of my units have overwhelm. And now they also have impact twice. So the amount of extra lethality we have is absurd.
Will be shared.
There. Nice lethal. Maybe I could have gone for it earlier, but I'd prefer to build up to it. We know for the fact the opponent doesn't have any non-damage based board wipes, so we're fine on that front. Yeah, more Pouty Poros, sure. Item chest or a healer. Let's go for the healer. We can cut the Sneezy Pickle Dust. Unfortunately, it's way too expensive. It's nice. Mountain's Peak. Nah, the opponent benefits more than I. This is better though. Wild Inspiration. We even get to have a reroll for the Smooth Soloist encounter. We're accumulating a nice mass of powers. All of the created Poros from the Lonely Poro cost 0, and from the Poro Stories cost 0 as well now. So we can maybe get 0 mana Poro King on the first turn. Let's see what happens. Let's see what the opponent plays on the here. I think that's a fine capture with the Zoe. That does nothing. Still Lonely Poro. With the Destined Poro. With the Poro King. Then we attack with everything. And then just to fill up the board so that we can do the ramp, let's just do this. Spacey Sketcher. And we can put some protection on the Zoe, I suppose, since Poro King already has Spell Shield. Ooh. Kind of had to pull the trigger here, but... Oh! It deals 6 actually. Why? I guess it's 3 times 2, 6. 6 to everything. Damn. Let's try to rebuild our Poro or board then. Do this. Ooh. Poro chain. Let's see if we can keep it going. No. We do get to Poro Stories though, which is enough. And we even level up the Poro King right away. Yeah, the opponent's just dead. We have accumulated enough snacks in hand that we can double up to get +6 to everything. Unless he has Frostbites, I don't see how he survives here. And even then, it's a bit iffy.
I'm doing it anyway.
There. 92 damage. Okay, 2 Frostbites. Is that enough? No, it's not. Now we just need to pull this off against the Elder... not the Elder Dragon, the Baron. It should be fine. I mean, the Baron does deal damage to all of my units, so building up a board might be difficult. Oh, never mind, the Pouty Poro now has +2, now gives +2/+2 to everything. Endless Wealth, Share the Bounty, Sweet Solitude, no. Spell Slinger, Epic Escapades, Easy Prey. Do we even have any epics here? We have absolutely zero epics. Talk about the useless power. Do I want cheaper spells though? I'm going to take it. Makes it so our spells are a bit easier to weave in. And I think we get rid of the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. I don't really see how it's going to be relevant. I guess we can stun the Baron one time, but that's about it. Poro, Zoe, or Nip. Let's toss the Professor Von Yip. We can also just straight up capture the Baron at the start if we play the Zoe right away. Is that something smart to do? Honestly, I think so. Just because this allows us to build up our board, which is important. It's the Poro stories. Building up our board is important because it allows us to just be growing our stats safely. Let's kill this thing. Pull this thing. Pull this thing. Hope that Zoe can get some damage through. Perfect. The opponent draws a bunch. He has a bunch of hard removal in the deck, that much I remember. But it should be okay. We'll just generate a bunch of spell shields for the Zoe. That's one more mana. The turn after this one we get to 6 mana, so if we ever get to the Poro King we can start doubling up our spellcasts. Can safely block with Zoe here. Block here, here. I guess I take the 12. We can heal up with the Ultra Soft Poro. Poro King is going to come already leveled up. Everything's growing. I think we save that for when we have Poro King on the board. Can we level up Zoe here? We can if we play the Ultra Soft Poro, so I'm going to do that.
The wheel turns. Day becomes night. Time to make colors.
Maybe we can generate some cool stuff from the invokes. 42 damage. Might just be able to kill the opponents through damage. Depends a little bit on what he decides to do. If he decides to use his removal properly or not.
Figured you'd want in on the action.
I don't, but I must help the others.
I'm going to save the Supernova for something else. Okay, I'm pulling the trigger on the Supernova because that thing has elusive. And I don't want to deal with elusives, even if I have a couple of my own. Can I get the Poro King? Come on. How hard is it to get the Poro King? I'm putting the Professor down. Just give stuff tough. Are you going to attack? No. No Poro King yet again. Guess we keep trying to generate value off of the Zoe. Is the opponent going to play something threatening? I guess he's stuck just removing whatever is the weakest unit on my board. Let's get the backup spell shield for the Zoe. If I start playing Poros just to draw through our deck, I'm going to play another one. There he is, there's our boy. I think we now override the one of the Poros just for the sake of the Poro King. We need to start playing at least one Poro per turn. And we can now start doubling up our snacks. Perfect. Poro King now has Spell Shield. So it's even harder to remove it. One doesn't even bother with attacking. It's kind of funny. I want to squeeze as many snacks out of the Poro King as possible, so let's do this. Espresso. Fine, we'll wait for the next turn to attack. Do up another Pouty Poro. Snacks. Pepper snacks. Sure, it's an attacking turn, so let's do this. So it's up to 40 attack. Poro King is already at 30. We're dealing 200 damage on each attack. There's a Vengeance. We can now start killing our champions a whole lot. But they also have Deathless, so it might be rough. This gives everything lifesteal and potentially elusive. This is a retry in case we need it. Let's give Zoe Spell Shield. We don't want the Baron to escape. That's fine. You know what? Let's do this. Living Legends, sure. Not the best when we have a full hand, but whatever. I'm just trying to get cards out of the hand. Do I want to get rid of the Zoe? I don't think so. You know what? Let's do that just to get rid of the Zoe that's in hand. Spell Slinger, Wild Inspiration, damn. One cost Battle Stars. The opponent now has a bunch of minions, but I don't think the minions are going to save him. Yeah, you can try to do that, but it's not going to be relevant either. All I have to do is find another Spell Shield, which shouldn't be that hard to do. Oh, I guess we can also just get a backup Zoe. Let's look at the colorful snacks though. By this point, my champion should have every single keyword. Can they even get double attack or scout, for example? It would be nice if they could. I don't think they can though. 300 plus damage. We have 9 cards in hand. Let's do Poro Nip. I want to empty our hand a little bit before attacking. And do Zoe's Sleepy Trouble Bubble as well. We'll get rid of that by doing a double Paddle Star there. This also keeps buffing up our board. Our units are no longer have Spell Shield, so if he happens to draw a Vengeance or a... what's the other card? Running Shadow from Senna, he can just straight up kill our entire board. Or not their entire board, but our champions at least. It's the ultra soft Poro. Well, our champions have Deathless, so even then it's kind of hard to get rid of them. $400 damage. On our next attack, the opponent dies. If the opponent even gets the next attack. Let's get rid of that, it's way too expensive. There's a spell shield. What's more important to preserve?
I'm a serious artist.
I think it's the Poro King. I can even do Behold the Infinite as well.
You're gonna take your own damn medicine.
We just want something cheap. If it's not a spell, we don't want it. This is pretty good. More stats for everyone. What does the opponent have in hand besides the 3 Poros? Vengeance on the spell shielded Poro King, yeah, that's worth it. Why didn't the opponent decide to target the Zoe, which she could easily remove? Maybe he thinks the Poro King is the larger threat?
Help the others.
Maybe. I guess we pass priority. Since the opponent's giving me the win by not playing anything. Does he even bother blocking here? Or is he just going to take the damage? Oh no, he's doing stuff.
Wrong town, waster.
I figured he would just take the damage.
I'm right here.
Maybe he's using the removal now. Ooh, he is. I guess there goes my Poro King. Well, unfortunately, killing the Poro King just gives everything a spell shield. So now we would have even more trouble getting rid of the board. Turns out it was the correct decision to just capture the Baron and take things slow. That was a nice run, even through all the trouble at the beginning. But yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.